The site I chose was the Museum of Ice Cream. It is located in San Francisco, and the museum features 10 rotating seasonal installations. It prides itself in not being a traditional museum due to every installation being interactive, meaning that the guests are welcome to touch them. They create a multisensorial experience that connects people and spreads joy. They believe that ice cream is more than a sweet treat and that it is a universal symbol of happiness. They only allow a set number of guests at a time so that guests have plenty of time to engage with all the exhibits. Most of their guests spend around an hour and a half to go through the entire museum exhibits because it is a self-paced experience. However, the guides will be there to help the guests. There is no parking nearby, but there is parking within a couple minutes with hourly parking garages. Guests can also reserve convenient parking ahead with Spot Hero. Public transportation can drop off guests close to the museum. The Museum of Ice Cream is open every day except for Tuesdays, Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 4:30, and it changes on the weekends. On Saturdays and Sundays, it tends to be the longest days because most guests have free time to visit this place. If you plan on visiting the Museum of Ice Cream, there are certain fees you have to be ready to pay for. Just getting to the museum is very difficult if you are taking public transportation because you have to take into consideration the costs of going on the Muni or BART. You can look at the exhibits and interact with objects that are put in front of you. For example, there is a ball pit in which a lot of people take pictures of, and there are many other exhibits like that one that people use for photo ops. One of the biggest reasons people go to this museum is to get a good photo opportunity because of the crazy and super Instagrammable backdrops and objects. At the same time, they have things one can buy at the tour. They offer apparel, accessories, toys, makeup, and they also sell ice cream inside the museum. Most of their guests spend a lot of time in there because of the exhibits, and most of the guests want a good picture to post on their social media. The types of tourism that is available is attraction tourism, because this attraction allows people to come in and is a big staple of San Francisco. There were a lot of young people and families when I visited that were taking pictures with each other at the exhibits. It is owned by Figure 8, who is run by Mary Ellis Bunn and her partner. Everyone in the local community also enjoys the location. They have a website where they sell their tickets to the museum and sell their merchandise. It is reviewed on Google at 3.9 stars, in which a lot of people argue that it was not what they expected, both in a good and bad way. Most people had a positive experience, while others felt that there needed to be a bit more of history in the production of ice cream.